Seeking English, S.A.T. Workbook, page 440, problem 3. There's information in the book that I put on the board, and I put one extra thing there that I'm going to use to help explain the problem a little bit better. It says, the table above shows some values of x and f of x, where the function f is a polynomial. Which of the following must be a factor of f of x? Okay, so with a polynomial, normally what we're talking about is this. This is the most common form of a polynomial. You have an x, and then you have two things that you can do to it to produce a 0. Now, a could be a positive number or a negative number, so instead of a plus, you could see a minus. That's generally the shape of this thing. You stick x in here, and one of these, either the a or the b, combines with the x to produce a 0, and then that 0 multiplies out by the other thing. So you get a 0 that way. So that's why there are two solutions for that. Okay. So we're looking here. This is our table. What we're looking for is this 0. Okay. That's what really we're looking for. The other things here, the -1, the 3, the 5, they're kind of open-ended questions. What would produce that? Well, there are too many possibilities. Okay. I keep emphasizing 0 is your best friend on the test, in the way that 51 is possibly your worst enemy. I'm out of integers at least. 0 is the center of things. Remember that. 0 is the center of things, so you're always looking for 0. If they didn't give you a 0, this would be a much more complicated problem. Your eye should gravitate immediately to the 0 as the result of plugging in x. If you plug in something and you get a 0, then that that means that you found a factor. Okay, but careful. Hopefully this is familiar to you. If it's not, don't worry. This is not difficult to understand. If this is familiar to you, make sure that it's automatic to you before you take the test. If you see a table like this, and you understand this explanation from before, you should be able to make sense of the table without trying to remember everything that I told you in this video. Okay, so we're not looking for something that produces a -1, a 3, or a 5. We're looking for something that produces a 0. This table means that if we plugged in -3 to the equation, okay, it would 0 out the other thing. So it would somehow combine with an a to produce the 0, or combine with this b to produce the 0. So one of these expressions, these are abstract, they're kind of interchangeable. One of these expressions should be one of these expressions. Okay, now the idea is that if we plugged in something for x and we got a 0 out, okay, we do it like this. Okay, each of these we want to solve for. We want to solve for x in this way, and maybe I shouldn't put brackets, but I want to make it clear that this is what we're looking for. These now look like factors in the polynomial. Okay, if we do it this way, yes, it's going to go away. It becomes 5. X equals 5. Okay, this one, x becomes 3. Okay, you just move the integer to the other side. This becomes x becomes -3. Okay, and here, x becomes -5. I hope I've explained this too much. I hope I give you too much explanation rather than not enough. This is a very thorough and conclusive way to solve this problem. Okay, hopefully by the time you take the test, just seeing the chart like this, a graph like this, and without even seeing that, if they just ask you which one is a factor, you'll be able to just say, oh, it's the thing that's going to cancel that -3. Okay, what would cancel the -3 was the x plus 1. I'm sorry, x plus 3. Okay, there. So you don't need to worry about what this other factor was. Okay, you just know that if it's x plus 3 and you plug in this -3, it's going to produce a 0, and it's going to 0 everything. That's how this problem works. So hopefully for many people seeing this video, it's more of a reading problem, or just something to sharpen you up a little bit on something that you already know. If this felt new to you, or if this seemed new to you, just go ahead and watch the video again. It's not really that complicated. Once you get it, you'll probably get it. If it seems mysterious to you at this moment, it probably won't seem mysterious to you on the test if you were just exposed to it enough. It's not really that complicated.